ma obi biara aha mama kwa babiem e de ba Adamfopa media Paris so monfa enche bi mpa ene Adamfopa Nkomɔ ya elite kakra na abo apemu e wo se no kanu na pepepe no na ye sha ase no na abo apemu watwan ya che tena se ye ne mu bedi Nkomɔ ba betwetwe Nkomɔ awi Nkomɔ ya tena se ye ba bedi Nkomɔ idie na meda Lion Age for ase almost some cinema mitimi di jumadi ebremo aka kire mu bebrebe another bia me ka kire mo se mema na maye mere wo mpam no ma na abosome so ana ye hwemo ene de akogi epie no nyira Lion Age for eba mamo na anigi se wo mu ni se o France ha ana se o Europe kuro bia so na wonu omo twetwe Nkomɔ e wo se scan kra na wo so ma we ya wa de bibia be sende o na wa ye scan no okrum ha awi another results na sende wo mo o ma hwe so ama waduru soronko pa e di frɛ wo mo e wa ahomatrofo yi so se wo kumase a obetima frɛ wo mo 0559 658 403 so Tanso na wo enkraman mu nso a obetimi afrɛ wo mo e wo 05558 143 438 so tanso na wo Europe dia WhatsApp number ni e +233 240 689641 so oni wo mo atwetwe Nkomɔ sans na aseda bie mo Nkomɔ first summer wadansie ne ho ne manyina wo se wo de kodan wo mo first summer for wo so offices no fie adwaye ho steps no ahwehwe dwuma bie wo fie ne ho bia first summer for so wo na ebedi ho dwuma ma wo mo discount so nkokra de ma wo so frɛ wo mo e wo +233 247 194 522 so na oni omo atwetwe Nkomɔ talent question no baso this summer and then anim ye enyom na onim to asa na onim sa ya onim ye bia no na be peke o form se wa Adamfopa ana sanso Adamfopa website o kona peke o forms no forms ni €20 ebedi ho Nkomɔ ebedi show no Nkomɔ ye pa any entra obey dear so ko Facebook live no so I was share amaye Adamfopa media I was Facebook I was share jumadi no also na YouTube one so sa Adamfopa media I was share amaye Adamfopa radio ni ma bega for atrase ye ba ba twetwe Nkomɔ hit ewa hapa this is no air condition mumia no hit na air caucus you know wetin am going to say the sell super and there name number 1 okay be say si wa hakra nya agro kra well can you make it see Ghana pa Chelsea meda wa do wa busia see anya me fasa wo ya me fiancé sha me pa usa me wife baba boss akwaba yenio yes our friend from boss see na bibia try dey so ho ye emi ado me yopa na wonso na nkopa ado nso na ho ye bia ko boko na is it talent question na question okay so talent question forms no about out and amount for start to talk mo dey na the rate ade na uko no ye di agra dey be you be close see we in 10 forms in 10 yeah cuz ebe bu afa so sa so che no ntino aba out
ubetimi akɔ site wo adamfopamedia.com www.adamfopamedia.com na wa akɔ forms no it's just 20 euros na otia then you make a video of yourself showing whatever you can do. There's a link over there na wa send for some mail so yensa beka and now so say ebia opese unya forms no in form of krata and also so ba your studio has say and I'll contact Adamfopa media crew bia obetimi aboa ma wanya bi then ona kra betimi aboa ma fill forms no na fin so we are now will take you video then you send it to the email address no into the forms say about some way the empire
okay ye dia manasa ye to forms ni nyina manasa edu nyanje wo dia na wa ye ntem no ba beje wo dia na me introduce me guest ni nyina akere wo no me wie ya me kwa kɔgye nkrato aba me ba na kyese ye de nkomɔ ne ye den ba be hyehyɛ so opanyini Abraham
Bonnie
akwa
yeja
na pume
ami adumo na wo so
bia boko na Samuel mu ne ma se
oh bia eko fine
okay
bia fine
na de wi ana bo
enya easy
me so say ne ofadi ne wo duty
oh
me kwa kɔgye nkrato aba me ba na kyese ya hyehyɛ nkomɔ producer why you ready for me to man na kyese
Funny from Yo Adamfopa Media I was France Paris and the way Ebrayan Talent Quest Prochima Wina France Ahinkro Paris Adamfopa Media was sheni se wa yo bia wonim enwom topa
se wonim Kasahari
se wonim eye empasiri eyi
na se wonim anyensem manso eto
nyina na se wo be sha hodin na de nyankopon e de ama wo akyede wa beda na di eye Adamfopa Media na e de Ebrayan Talent Quest
adwumade adwumade a bre eso a mpanyimfo akukudam atwotworo ani adintini ebesi nkonya na fam de nkrata nyina babonten woni so ade huna na se nyankopon adoma kyede bi wo so no watimi ayapie
nyina yenim awo a ewo abrochima mu enti summer time ya na adwumade no yahyehyɛ ede brew
adwumade mpanyimfo nyimfiri mu a mu kyerɛ mu se wa beto so baako mienu miensa enan enum omudu betwa asu atwapo afa aye Europe abrochima mu nkroto no nyina so atimi ahyia
na afi wo hu wani so ade eye Adamfopa Media energy brewo Talent Quest
ahoshem na de nyankopon ade adom wo se dachi bu beye no amansa nyina nso ntimi hunu waduru wiase afana nyina tankrato yi ene eye nkaibo yi afiri eye Adamfopa Media omo France ahinkro Paris anana mo nso a ye de dwumade nyina ebreo
fan form fa ho hye dwumade yi mu bi na emwa na be hye be da wo talent adi na yehwe sede enema ebesi akwa mawo de wutimi ya asa na wutimi sa de wutimi bi abra be pick forms yesi 20 euro per bra na be pick forms aso na be so to forms wo de online so a no so ye www.adamfopamedia.com na wakoje forms no 20 euro na bibia kos ene enkomo aye bedie no eniwa we de simple kra ye bedi nkomo na san nkomo we no mse ahankrofo bebebe ewo awalem ebi man nya ho nimdie ne ade nti ene nkomo aye di nka di ye bebusa se educational background emata ihia ana se ihia ewo awalem say before say no be better sample wale no also who in the school wan school dure he sa na ma no hia ansa na moto na mo se mo ba be wale Abraham ma sha senfu
okay Bonnie mamika English okay so
na twi no dey afrafa go atiefo no won say ya na twi no hia wo
yo mate mayiremo okay so when we talk about education and relationship we say education is important when it comes to relationship we know that right now the world continues to change, and where we find ourselves right now, we find ourselves, let's say, in a digitalized world, and that, for that matter, education here is very important. So anything, not just about relationship, but anything you have to do, anything you do right now, education is what? Very important. So when it comes to relationship too, we cannot kick it out. Education is very important. Education is important in the sense that education can influence a lot of things when it comes to relationship. Because there are some things that when you go through education to a certain level, there are some things you do and there are some things you don't do. And there are some things, the way you analyze them when you are educated, or when you go to school to a certain level, is different from the way you analyze things when you don't get to that level. For instance, communication in relationship is very important. There are some people who do not know how to communicate, but education can help you to be able to communicate, to have an effective or a very good communication with your partner. So all these things matter, and through education you learn to know some of these things. It is important, but it's not something that I would say it should be your number one priority when it comes to relationship. But you should consider it in a way. You should consider it for a better relationship. But it should not be something that if it is not there, then you cannot have. Go into relationship or something like that. Because even before, people were not educated and they went into relationship. But it is important in the world we live today. Okay. Today, it is very important to be educated. Okay. No, you can marry. Wait me. But what I'm saying is, for now, this is our 21st century world that we live in. It will be very difficult. So when you're it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult. Considering where we find ourselves. Now, okay. Even yes. That's school level. Okay, that's where the problem is. Level here, I don't think it matters. The level at which the person has gone to school should not play an important role in this matter. Because if you are going to no, okay. Well, when you bet the person education, what is education? You should go to, you should get some knowledge or some insight about the way life is. You should be able to understand life. You should be able to understand that you should be able to understand life and relationship. So you don't need to get a degree to become to be able to go into relationship. So you should be able to get an education, some reasonable level of education to be able to go into relationship and then have a meaningful one, so that at the end you don't regret finding yourself in such a relationship. So it is very important, but it should not, the level of relationship should not be considered as the topmost priority. Okay. Yes.
The spermatacus, the kukula kuku. Aye.
Really?
Young question. Nkomɔ.
So the question is, does education really matter when it comes to relationship? First of all, I would.
Masa, not training you more.
Any kind of me pese you be defining which type of education that we are talking about. Are we talking about formal education? Are we talking about non-formal education? or are we talking about informal education? Any of these three? Now, the baby ever family piano. It is very important. It is very, very important for someone to be educated. Now, when I'm talking about education, main kasa about schooling, I'm talking about someone who is able to adapt to learning. Because your nipa baby or school we didn't see any change in them. Those people just went to school, they were not educated. But when we are talking about education in a relationship, it is very, very important. Now will be Sir Abraham say nipa krono or creature cry. And I say, what level of education the person can step into a relationship? I feel say that one it is about individual preferences. Ebia meno misuku amiko enyina meko through SHS. Say mekofa obi a owo okuta ne doctorate yanka no kre. The level of thinking is not going to be the same. The level of thinking is not going to be the same. So there's going to be a constant confusion in terms of communication, and we are going to disagree on a whole lot of things because of the level of education. Say minim say when who side you ya obi a sebe wetimi akọ anase wesua enwoma akọ nenim kakra. Any dia Adamfopa radio almost say omo twene cry different. Say assemble to ho na say obia kana dwen otimi say dia one co school no or kasa is different from the one co school. Untiasie. Me person can be practical example. Funny say ebia obia one co school enrich and I say be one co school cra na obehu say one ne boy any girl be gina ho the first attempt obey say he's going to attack the boy and I say girl their one co school enrich the first instinct what the instinct will tell him or her they say oh let me go and attack the boy. And I say, girl, they say, I didn't want to make girl away. Would you go cry? On fan who say, and fan who say, obey group, minimum will be you. But dear Ebia, what was school kakana when in your marketing kitty bino. Okay, when who send the boy no any girl away age now. The next thing obey say, he or she will try to find out what you are saying. The person will want to get a reason. Before any action be or what I say evidence before action be or hands or take care or take it. So that is the difference I'm trying to bring out here. It's say the bad relationship more. It is very, very crucial. Say okay say or don't say the background one co school cry and make me natina. Yes, you can stay with the person if the person can adapt to education. The person is willing to learn. They may patch say, Obi wa, Otiasia say, Onimshe, it's no wire crowd say Obesia. Obisu wa, Onimshe, but when your crowd is Obesia. So if you decide to me a new way, SEO, then the wire now say, Onsia share, Obe bread. Otiasia, and Mamefa Winfrey, men's perspective, say, we are Bema. One of the things I have been my father say, "Bia, obe warrior oba, no one fe na bia osanso wonim die." And I deba kon say bema pie ne say one ne yiri pie na bia ode no kuchia ne na fofo ne say omu di nkomo a na ne yiri ne kasa. Na bema ne na fofo no start say omu show ne yiri no respect because of say nya osikasa and I say nimye bia na say nyanse bia or kana like Emma ube manu cry when in Benyam. What you say? But in a situation now where you know Sebe, Minka said there one school and as when you school no like you are in. But what I'm trying to say is say una ebia wako school akwe ni muno ebia ukuta doctorate ukuta masters ukuta whatever that you have. Now, let's say there is a party, organization dinner, you are finding we are sure so betting the way.
Yeah, but over I mean, a young when you say, okay, my coffee will be one go school. And me training so that Pia Bontina, how obviously a casa, how obviously Nkomɔ Nkomɔ, and also.
It's a maker say, you will be more what they are willing to unlearn to learn. It is uncle for Sano, who bet me a formal, now we train you.
Okay.
What you say? Minim obia papa no any teacher GHS. Nerina uncle school da. But abra mo ware ya omo won kra no. Na papa ndem kra ne book extra maame no. Ade ma say maame ni timi kabrofo on kabrofo e kra at least what me expressing no. Oba say no that person is willing to learn. What you say? So imagine say as at that time no na online courses na ade ade o say no obetimi aye ade abeta ho a e ka that time no sao man no be ye online courses say na obetimi esu ade no see no be ya obetimi ani ni kunu aye we ani kunu kra ni be gi ne ho. Okay,
so over then next say there next say education ankasa na no en head down here enye necessarily say obekwa classroom.
And I make say, what's here me? Me say education is different from schooling. What you say? School need a theory near the amount, but when you pass through that experience and you learn that thing, that is when you've been educated. Say you catch and cry say, oh, I want to use a good example. Maybe use a bad example. Say, oh, catch and cry say, oh, aha, Nkomɔ. You've told the guy, the student, and that's how you've given all the information. But until so obeko na sa the chrono obenya sa adimu esu he has not been educated. He has been schooled. What I say? So education is different from schooling cra, and that's what we shouldn't conflict ourselves with.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Oba. Like Obi message or the Abraham Mrs. Young. Was he me Musa? Was say young fan say Obi a cofa or bar. Maybe a bar a lawyer. By Berman Mumudi. SHS no way day. As a so bar no the highest level of education. No the chira bar Berman said, maybe a lawyer. So make a sa was a Ona also yes with you, ona also yes with you because of some lawyer, me quote me yes, on person or chess or ban man woman was a bay or bar no refugee, not bar no quabon tene, okay. So I some way and also who say.
I say it can be said monkey play by sizes. What you say? And no omudi grow like omo tipen crona omni omudi agro. Intino wono we school dia wan ko school and na okofa oba or a lawyer like logically crown how long do you think this thing is going to last yafa eno to nche eno no edan chen a oba no betimi a kire be ma no enioma pi but the question is bema wouldn't say wan homa so
and there
bema no bema na homa so no abedane ahobrase say dey be your ba no be kire no nioma bi what you say so first of all I don't picture this thing happening but it can but if that thing happens oba no won kan so timi kire be man if only the man will be willing to submit what you say if only the man will be willing to submit but in a case be man no be say many bema ofie and you oba no say you knew the lady's situation before you went in for her and I kra no bema wani nje cause unim say osuku na nkwaneni nti umuso ne fefo lawyer for kra omudi Nkomɔ okra no de bia obeko this relationship it won't last let's be honest
no
it won't last
Abraham
yeah money
bema a doctor and okofa oba we SHS and I say SS Now on na ba betena. Tem bi obaso wode in school ni man e hye oba na ye de. Eso. Opia bonten kura na okaso me no ba kwa so we dey doctor for nkwa na ye de. Ekuhia. Wo de wo kwa akoye de wo. Sa asem yi. Ebra hu ni se sisi. Because when you wale nipa na wi ba bia wo ko bia wo so de ne ye de. Echo.
Okay, so first of all, you as a man, you were a doctor, and you went in to marry somebody who completed senior high school. You don't just go. I don't think somebody married a person to you. You saw the person in that state, and you saw that she is good for you to be a woman, to be your wife. So once you go in for the person, you don't make the person feel inferior. And in this case, you don't remind the person your level of education and her level of education. One, you are bringing the person's spirit down. And this is somebody that you have married as a wife. So to me, I think it would be very bad for you as a man to always remind or bring that kind of to bring level in between in your marriage, because the man and the woman, except for few occasions, the man and the woman will never be the same in terms of level of education or anything. They may never be the same, except that for a few instances. Even let's say that you are both doctors. You can there will be an instance where you are a doctor, but you have an additional post or position that makes you higher than either your wife or your husband. So even if you are both doctors, there's something that will definitely separate you. So if you want to remind the person that, oh, this one is for only doctors with cars, or with a particular type of car, or with a particular type of position in your working place, then it's going to bring a confusion. It's going to bring a lot of confusion. So for me, if you go and marry somebody that, no matter the level of the person, if they are going, if you don't want the person to go, you should find a better reason to tell the person that this place you cannot go, than to remind the person that, oh, this place for only doctors, or this place for only teachers. Okay. That is going to be okay.
With you.
Ya wale because of odo anase view nti na ya wale.
On say awade no enyoma pii na keka bomu
na be ya wale.
Na ema be ma ne oba no etini ka say okay say ne yaje yati asese e betina.
Bye the ya common thing e wo mu pa ye de.
It depending in meba who be some asem. It depending way no. Your generation, some people get married because of business. Obu odo kran your muntem.
But they are doing business.
Business in ya worry. Okay, me sure who me phone. You bet me atina, you bet me away. So we are married because of business. It's no e nyoma pii e na keka bom for our dear to be our dear. Okay. What I say? So if you are saying say upade ba ku bia mint me nya bi ma.
But normal ya taka me dono onoso do me I love you I love you yeah
Bonnie odone the base foundation what you say but beyond odone
so mo ama me
maso
aha na mpese minya say odone ye foundation okay Abraham mama ho foundation no wanya foundation no na afi wunya foundation we odo akotim afi wie na oba na ye nurse ni osusu school wan ko bida. It is our foundation.
We say that the love is the foundation. So if you understand that, then it shouldn't destroy the marriage. And see, when you understand the fact that you are marrying because you love the person, there's nothing that will bring that marriage to a close or anything like that, because you are putting it on the love. But then, if you go inside and you begin to forget about the love aspect, and you want to go and look at the person face to face and tell a person who he or she is and begin to compare, contrast, and do other things, then you are missing the point. So if you go in because you love the person, then you will go far, no matter the differences that you have. Problems will come, yes, but you will find a way to what? To resolve them among yourself and be able to live.
Okay. Oba. I hope you. The same question now. Coming from now. So what do be? But nipa no the level of education was so change baby. Then who expect to say nipa na so baby amako school do ntino. Ntimi no to aso bi. Ube feel say. So
first of all, and I make kind of monkey played by scientists.
Oh, I mean
when as somewhere can like we need to address it like as it's supposed to be addressed. Monkey play by sizes. So if say Misuku personally Andrew Ebia Obana Makofan die, will I be willing to upgrade myself to that point? I'm not upgrading myself not because say me person make sure say me sumate me akobi, but in terms of thinking, money say when you obi our level bia the way I'm odwene no, it is likely minded than obi a mo level na the same. Mami ma example say when ebia assembly aba and I say we na obi a mene no eye tipenkro ne ye ka bo say asem a meka no beti ma sentem, but that same asem no do chairman no meka won ti ase because of level of thinking. The faculty is built different.
But so far when you say obi won so a when see school dem ba but when nyansa che obi
yen kan nyansa. This is not nyansa. Yen kan nyansa. We are talking about education. Education is not wisdom. So let's make that distinction. We are talking about education. Into the main passion say in a situation na when you go for PhD come asem wa be kan no on ti ase, it will take the person like 3, 4, 6 months, someone years and some proconati as someone na okay say na nature is the level of the faculty. What you say? All faculty has been built in a certain way. They only need him come on Andrew. Mami ma example cheddar. Now see also be yeah or be trade Epono akodru kumase, and people were laughing. People were laughing. Okay, no, me anyame wanwa because of his level of thinking, his level of me asma make any school asemo. I'm talking about the level of thinking. And you manu sibone.
Okay.
The me passion say cheddar the level of thinking, his exposure to the world, the kind of the circles all on. What him say? I have some friends when I go out between them, when the conversation we have is not about cities. Some actually, I hope say one day you meet me at your real estate. Say some of their friends like so in a friendship like if you find yourself in that circle. Now Oko Obia or no he doesn't know even what real estate is. Onim what bond is. He doesn't know what treasury. Onim those things. When you need new command that's it wouldn't hold a cup. What you say? So when Cheddar said, say, or the Pubeko Kumasino, which is possible. Let's forget about say costs involved. Let's forget about say you best say a lot of things to make it. Is it possible or not? It is possible. But people with low faculty were like but this is 21st century. Come on, 2024. And it is not the first time a BC. So that's what I'm saying. Say education is different from schooling, and we even had graduates. They were even laughing. Graduates were laughing because they have been schooled. They were not educated. They've not read the books. They've not read books about building more faculty. They've not done that. It's just a kind of answer their shrub from. And this is not. I mean, okay, and I'm like, whoa, this is a good thing. Let's forget about say. The money, the cost involved. Let's forget about say best say in your MP. Is it possible or not? That is the conversation.
Okay. Oba. So you mama, so you na menko jen kra to kakra mra. Na menko to ade kakra me ba. you bet to us na said that they or no akasa the ho nsem no eya doso o say Ghana for kura nyina ntumo ba beto Ghana sisi Ebisha why ready aso wayema aso wayema di bebrebe so etwetwe nkomɔ yafa awale ho say before so be wale obi no e wo say wo hwe na education ho ehia ansa sana watimi akoso akwakoye ne ho ade ofa trase a wo bonchiremu sanso na Abraham so wa ha wono so boye nchiremu dendenden ni se won so wo fie no usua bibi efri mu nti obetimi de wo so message afa Facebook live for ye back in kind ama wagene chire bia be se wo chire bia no obetimi de afa ye Facebook message wo sa enso na obetimi ama ye voice message no e wo WhatsApp no so eno so ye bebo ama 075-147-2935 so or outside France so another plus territory no aka ho what the buy bebo amount this are ready ana okay yanko
Amsuala 8 Clinic Ghana for akofa a draw one so be aba I friend Galimas herbal capsules na draw ye din brama akoma 14 and a dia na ono mu adwuma edi edoso pa ni mu didi akotire won bi pa nse e ma umfie no chese wonyini kura ye hu na se ikuta anti aging component nti e ma onyini sa so na esanso eko enemu yade sa syphilis gonorrhea prostate enlargement prostate disorders and a face sexual weakness ni nyina e yade awotanom e Galimas herbal capsules ya e be ye fro e de amount die di obiem so e ho fento aso eno e Galimas ointment ya eno no obi a odwawia no keka no na ode afi 18 ho and a face so honam na nya kuchire ema unya hoto a mepachew eno so ebe ye fro ma honam na ye fefefefefe eno da nchen so a sachemfo yareba na ye wo ana ade bia edi utri hunya de mepachew Galimas ointment ebe ye fro ho ni nyina free Live 8 Clinic Ghana o say apomden ho nsem hia om ye ti yade bi to so na ye hawa mepachew fabrike mu odene eko Live 8 Clinic Ghana numbers in the good screen no bomodi afa Live 8 Clinic Ghana was your number 1 health expert.
Ya wo Ghana na eniema enkoye emma wo ewo wapomudin hu eni ade a eno an se wakwako hu Lion Age 4 na wakwakwaji apomudin emma na bosome so ana moya se hwemo yale bebrebe na hamo no mema so amaye mmere ewo mpamu 2 minutes for no 3 seconds for no munyina wase muko Lion Age 4 senso na first some almost so eja medin ka cho dada say ufie na wasi awie no offices no hwehwe dwumadi nyina no wase wode ekodan wo mu sa enso na Adamfopa talent quest no eno so baso nyame aduma excuse me sama yimu ofa mara wo hobiem na yem bo ne ma tofa na yenye de yenko okay ofa say no dem bese mi hu ne say yadi nkaka yese odo ena ye foundation nti wahu odo na wie no afi na behwe nipa ni sukuu kom anase nim dia ono ankasa say a person wo anase ye onhwe no kora unyanya foundation na ye odo ni wie then you are good to go for chemi mu na yenko.
Okay, so Mamefa Foundation yefa like we are FM Foundation EAC Sudan cry na twa anase unya su foundation ni we are obeto blocks two blocks ni do baby obekọ first some glass aluminium expert for say omo hye empoma ni ntokra ni puno ni nyina mfa ma omo nso awie no na o si o person mo san bodan no so ma omo wie a na wasai wiring ni ade so a dina wesino anase usino it is not just foundation. Yes, the foundation is important. So Yeah, the bad relationship means so assign it here. The love must be the base, like girl we me don't know, boy we me don't know. That foundation must be there.
Okay.
Now, the education no should be considered. Now, when I'm talking about education, I'm not talking about school. My explanation be a mentor, one of my mentors, Eddie Mame, a friend in Napoleon Hill, or say, an educated man is not necessarily one who has an abundance of general or specialized knowledge. The opportunity say, you can say obi educated, and yet dia or one him die ade specific beam, and I say one him die one yoma bebre so. In Tibia, me go school, me forensic linguistics, me way into no say ye forensic linguist, they should come to me. I meet me for voice, I can analyze, way I can do all those things. That is not education. According to way memento, I say an educated man is one who has developed the faculties and an American. So the problem no yes obana ko school anas be mana ko school anas on ko school, but the ability of the person to build na dream and then it no. I want a problem ni now. Okay. Faculties of his mind that he may acquire anything he wants or its equivalent without violating the rights of others. So if the person is willing to unlearn to learn, meaning
what can unlearn to learn? Breaking down with Chimame.
Okay, unlearn to learn. Your friend BB paradigm. Okay, my main way. Yenina say, and remember, maybe I dream so, but making say, oh, shall trouser. Normally, you're the first nation. You're the left leg bashing. Then before the right leg, most of the guys are here. I didn't know sir. We have built a certain culture for ourselves. Subconsciously, we don't even know. So that is what we built for ourselves. So if you meet a lady and I say, "Uko baby, I catch you say, this is just an example." I catch you say, "Oh, try or no crowd, trousers in the no." Say, "Oh, sha, and far left ni indi kan, for right ni indi kan." And the person goes like, maybe ye da no. Sana minim say, yes, trouser, ye the left ni room kane, and sa right naba. It's no, we are media means such a person is not willing to unlearn what he knows. But if you told the person, say, "Oh, try or no," say the left one be shame, the right ni shame, and say the left na shame. Now you are able to support your arguments or whatever you are saying with logical reasoning. Okay, they all can onyansa intimate me afa. Now so one pass over far. Then that person can be educated. So, education.
You trinity the winning what they tour no shame before Friday.
I can't. So if Nipa Chrono so one co school we've seen a lot of rich men now. Omuko classical no baby girl no here fair one co school that no afano no apeti chenia mano. Na watch your banner dear. Afi obani timi ka brofo otimi tro otimi we afi wa hye ne dwetire obani timi ko China ko Dubai ko fa nyoma beton wa since any signature na such a lady can be lived with.
Okay.
The person didn't get formal education and one classroom and as way, but he has gotten a certain level of education. Such nipa kwa no when net na ebeboa. Now say when na adwene a na adwene na da ne timi enkwaye nkrase for adwene ni bi. Because the person has been able to change or build that faculty in adwene. That is the important thing. So come what may, I'm not talking about school once again. I'm talking about education in relationship. Piano education here. Forget about saying if I can school, I could do a doctorate and answer professorship. If there is some things do or no energy so per se or he or she wants to be educated, there are still going to be confusion.
Okay.
In a relationship.
Oh, okay. Yo, over mesaba who be na mabaje wala say na ye ko na we there ye ka say me am papa ba ko pe wo hwe me pa ye papa Emmanuel Fojo or that divine ana maso no we fini bi o wa Ghana no baba me chia bebrebe me chia pa me che won ka che ye be kasa Abraham
Bonnie.
My memra wo ho no man. Na offer aka nsem ni nyina. Na me pese me busa na me je won so adwen kire wo we nko ho na ye de ye de dwumadi ni ba we because ye mre de ye de ekoyi pa no. On se me din kan busa o ama wa ya ka foundation se enene odono. Asase na ya ba ya bi hu education then the offer chem say education and say obi akwatena school there mo akosua de na obi wo kora adwene da ne tirimu no the way we see dwene fa any ade no eboa ma awale no ekoso okay ina me busa our first no say obi wa wansi school there mo ye den eda eno akohia wo bi a ebi eva so no so akọ school ye nurse ni hu ni say odo be ma no but obeso wo dey in education because or try the ekura to abema ni ntimi nye dey emmo nti tombo a opie obedi namfo echi one namfo opie bema ne ka oh there be we dey me namfo na ekoyisi me namfo na ekoyisi sa bema no ono so wo so hu no ho sei and now finding no ho sei e wa awale no
well when we talk about the relationship, yes, the love is the foundation. But after the love, what next? Because when it comes to relationship, there are a lot of things that come to play, and we will first of all consider the love, and after that, you try to look at the person's ability to support you, the ability to help you to grow as a person, help you to be able to realize yourself as a human being, what your future, and something like that. So when you get married to somebody who is not in the same level as you, then it's up to both of you to get to understand each other, understand your differences, know how to cooperate. When it comes to relationship, the one other important thing you have to know is how to cooperate with each other. No matter the differences, if you know how to cooperate, you always win together. So no matter the difference, whether the person is higher in education or whatever, once you have agreed to come together based on the foundation, which is love, then after that you should be able to cooperate in all areas, so that you'll be able to succeed. Okay. So you should be able to cooperate. That's what I will say.
Okay, for our last message,
okay. I would like to say shout outs to our listeners and our viewers. We hope that they've also learned something. It's not like we know everything, that's why we are talking. Maybe there are some of the things that we see, and then they will think that this was supposed to be said this way, this was supposed to be said this way. That's why we encourage them to always send in their comments, their views, also to help us who are in the studio to be able to give them good information. So we thank them, and we hope that they will continue to join us every Saturday, and then we will do this together.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Over.
Bonnie. Okay, so Mechia ahwefo ni etiefo nyina na one year with me dey comment so by man say comment no say bia comment by
comment bia so far comment bia nyama but a few people we are more hwe na na adwa bana wo hwe he for da mo akon say man me am of papa on so hwe and I so
comments on this topic
he for and I me am so for him and for you also or share.
So make sure ashofonity from the domain nasi say Danny Day nyina no say betina ha put me support it with more time, more say data just to listen to in some way about beka in so do the American age to one say education in relationship is very, very necessary. It's very, very important. And me CCP, my last words say I'm not talking about schooling. Ghana graduates be go school, but when you are said they've not been educated. They just went to school. Oh yes, yes. So I'm talking about education. This is very, very necessary in a relationship. If your partner refuses to be educated, that is so obey building engineer than it or you're not doing so big, it is going to be very, very difficult for both of you to grow. Okay. Nothing is made sure me. Let me share no. So wo me. Now also me home for so be so.
Asa, the cow mama bro there. O mama ya. Ma obana cow mama bro.
I can't
see my managing for family about management team. Yeah. Maybe I'll go find no. Authentic rap the on the actual pam. Yeah, so comes the dear pa. Okay, over worry.
Yeah, maybe.
Ya beda obi biara ase pa. Aha, na ebre ema kwan ema ye di dwumadi enu nyina asie. Beda mu nyina mo ase mo amutie e wo app ne so, also amohwe wo YouTube, mo amohwe wo Facebook. Beda mu nyina mo ase pa. Yakopon enhyira mo. Na munya hoden na otwe se ne mo san meka yensa. Anyumi si na se man timenka bie ma aha ana yedi dwumadi ni nyina esie the broke man ajay wonso ye chiao pa the broke man say me name say Chicago there a very rich man and still a broke man anyumi si na se man timenka there's a hanam di dwumadi ni nyina esie na oche se ne the best sign Asia BM the same time 4 pepe na ya trase Jona se kakra enyi wa fidie ni free a tokoso ne eni antena
Hi there. Have you heard about the talent quiz show happening this summer right here in Paris? Oh, let me gist you. Adamfopa Media in Paris is bringing to you the maiden edition of the talent quiz show, and you cannot be left out. Do you need a platform to showcase it? This is the time. This is the right time for you. Can you sing, dance, rap, poetry, DJing? What is your talent? Come on board and let's unleash your talent this coming summer. It is very easy and simple. If you want to participate, I mean you need to participate. Call the numbers on your screen or go onto our official website at Adamfopa Media in Paris or walk onto our studios to grab a form and register. Simple and easy. Yes, the winner gets to trip part of Europe, have some cash prizes and more goodies, and also, yes, the bragging rights. The bragging rights as the winner of the maiden edition of the Talent Quiz Show. Not only that, you become the ambassador of the maiden edition of the Talent Quiz Show. Come and be part of the winning team and let's unleash your talent beyond boundaries. The world needs to see you, and this is the right opportunity. Adamfopa Media, we inform and we are ready to unleash your talent beyond boundaries.
Abusala 8 kan Ghana for akofa a drone one so bia ba I friend Galimas herbal capsules na droi ye di nbra makoma 14 and de aye na ono mu adwuma edie edoso pa ni mu didi akotire won bi pa ne se e ma umfie no chese wonyini kra ye hu na se ikuta anti aging component um nti ma onyini sa nso na esan so eko enem yade sa syphilis gonorrhea prostate enlargement prostate disorders and a face sexual weakness ni nyina yade awota nom Galimas herbal capsules ya ebe ye fro e de amount die di obiem so ho fento aso eno Galimas ointment ya eno no obi a odwawia no keka no na ode afi 18 ho na fe so honam na nya kuchire ema unya hoto a mepachew eno so ebe ye fru ho ma honam na ye fe eno da nchen so a sachemfo yareba na ye wo ana ade bia edi utiri hunya de
Pacho Galmas Ointment ebe ye free ho ni nyina free Live 8 Clinic Ghana. Or say apomden ho nsem hia om ye tia yade bi to so na hawa me pacho fabricate mu odene Live 8 Clinic Ghana. Numbers in the good screen no bomodi afa Live 8 Clinic Ghana was your number 1 health expert.
Hello, welcome to Adamfopa Radio. C'est moi, c'est Hinajai. On n'est pas là pour s'amuser, mais on est là pour s'amuser. Donc, très bientôt, il y aura le Talent Quest. Tu veux savoir c'est quoi? Si tu as du talent, n'importe quel talent artistique, c'est-à-dire si tu sais chanter, danser, tu sais rapper, tu sais faire le DJ comme moi, tu t'inscris au Talent Quest de Adamfopa Radio, ok? Et toutes les informations seront marquées en barre d'infos, d'accord? Le numéro de téléphone ainsi que le site d'internet pour t'enregistrer.